Today we're going to do an Arabic dessert which is called Kunafa. It consists of dough threads filled with mahalabia, which is a kind of Arabic pudding. As for many Arabic desserts, we need to make a sugar syrup. To make the sugar syrup, you need the following ingredients: 250 milliliters of water, 200 grams of sugar, and the juice of half a lemon. If you know how to do it, you can skip this part and continue with the next steps. At first, put the sugar with the water in a pot. Mix it well and start to heat it. If you add more sugar, the syrup will be more sweet and thick, but if you add more water, the syrup will not be that sweet and more thin. Therefore, I recommend to add quite enough sugar to give the kunafa a very sweet taste. As soon as the sugar is dissolved in the water, add the lemon juice. Cook it for 2 more minutes. Fill the syrup into a bowl and put it aside. Now it's time to make the mahalabia, the Arabic pudding. You need 500 milliliters of milk, 50 milliliters of condensed milk, 100 grams of sugar, as well as 100 grams of cornstarch. At first, take some of the milk and add it into the cornstarch. Mix it well until it's smooth. Then put the milk and the sugar into a pot. Add the condensed milk and the softened cornstarch as well. Mix it well and start to heat it. As soon as it starts cooking, you can add a little bit of rose water. Rose water or orange blossom water will give it a special taste, but make sure to not add too much. Most of the times, 1 tablespoon is enough. It's important to stir the pudding the whole time while heating it. As soon as the pudding will harden, fill it into a bowl to cool down and cover it with plastic directly at the surface. This will prevent that the pudding gets a skin above. Then start to prepare the kunafa dough. 1 package has around 400 to 500 kunafa threads. You will find it at any Turkish or Arabic supermarket. The first step is to rip the kunafa threads apart. Then rip them into smaller pieces. Put some of them in a bowl and add melted butter. You will need about 200 to 250 grams of melted butter. Mix it well and continue to do the same for further kunafa threads. If you want to sweeten the kunafa dough, you can add some powdered sugar. To mix it well, it's better to sift the powdered sugar. But you can also make sugar pieces smaller by your hand. After you've mixed all well, it's time to put some butter into a pan. Do not heat the pan yet and add the half of the kunafa threads into the pan. Press them together by your hand. After pressing it together, there shouldn't be any empty space left. Any gap should be closed. Then start to heat the pan. Make sure to heat it at a medium level. This will slowly roast the kunafa threads and prevent burning. As soon as the frame of the pressed kunafa turns into a golden brown color, add the mahalabia above and spread it well. Then directly add the other half of the kunafa threads above. Press it and shape it with your hand. Here again, all gaps should be closed. Then take a plate on top of the kunafa and turn the pan. Then put the turned kunafa back into the pan. With this way, it's possible to cook the other side of the kunafa. If you want to enjoy a crunchy kunafa, you need to cook it until it gets a brown golden color. If you want to have it more smooth, cook it until it gets a yellow color. Then take it out of the pan and directly add the sugar syrup to the hot kunafa. Let it cool down and enjoy. If you do not eat all in one day, keep it in the fridge.